Hello guys, and welcome to my first Dragon Ball Z tutorial. This one is going to be Goku. I've already done the first step for you before we got started, and this is actually the most important step. So make sure that you draw as close to a perfect circle as you can. Otherwise use a tool, because if you get lazy on this step and you don't do it, it's going to throw off the whole rest of the drawing. So this is going to save you a lot of editing and redrawing later on down the road if you do this step properly. So the second step is we're going to go ahead and draw the jawline, cut into an angle here and another angle over here, and the bottom of the jaw is going to be square. And we're just going to hug this circle over here, but just outside of it. We'll go ahead and cut down with the jawline. So we're also going to have two more lines over here. One, and that's an ugly line, but leave it alone. And two. So here we're just going to put the nose, and up here we're going to put the eyes. So for the nose, just make sure that you start just outside of the center line over here, and we're going to cut in. It's going to touch the middle and then come out, and give it a little more detail right here. Let's actually go ahead and erase this bit over here. It's going to get in the way and we don't really need it anymore. For reference, we'll draw the mouth right underneath the circle. And this is going to be the chin line. So far so good. Now we need to start the eyebrows. And actually before that, let's go ahead and get in the ears. So the ears, we're only going to do this portion of it right here. We're going to go halfway into this box, halfway in, and then we're going to cut up. We're going to stop right there because later on we're going to draw the hair, and there's no point drawing something we're going to erase anyways. And the same on the other side, about halfway in, and we're going to cut up. Alright, so for the eyebrows, we are actually going to do a little V shape here from the nose. Stop about the length of the nose. Stop right about here, right on the outside of the nose, and same thing on this side over here. They should be the same distance from the center. Now let's cut out. The same thing over here. We're going to draw our eyeball right off the end of this, a little bit away from the end of the eyebrow. Make that a little bit bigger. And for the bottom of the eye, we're actually going to go a little bit below the lid and right underneath of the eyeball. We'll stop right there. Cut in. And at the top of the eye, a little bit further from the top, we're going to cut out and then cut back in. Now, same thing over here, right below the eyelid. I'm going to go below, out, and right below the eyeball, we're going to cut out. Cut out over here, and then we're going to cut back in. That's a little bit off. I'm going to try that one again. Right here, we're going to cut out. Looks better. Okay, so we're going to erase some of these lines because we don't need them anymore for reference. And now we're going to start using a pen. So it's going to get in the way. All right, perfect. So we are going to go off center following this circle over here. We're going to go off center and right over here, we're going to start the hairline. 1, 2. It's going to cut into the eyeball and it's going to stop again on this circle over here. Perfect. I'm going to cut in a little bit. For the second hair, we're going to stop above the eyebrow line. I actually forgot to draw the eyebrows. That's all right. We'll go ahead and do them now. So for the eyebrows, should be pretty easy. We did the hardest part already. Perfect. No harm done. So on the right side, we're going to have 2 more hairs. 1 hair right here, and then 1 more right here. I actually made this one a bit smaller than I meant to. That's all right. On the left side, we're going to have 1 more hair. Okay, great. Now I'm going to pull out because we are going to draw the rest of the hair and it's going to take a little bit more space. All right, perfect. Okay, so we are going to imagine that there's this skull shape over here, rounding off his head, and we're going to follow that skull shape, and right about here, right on this line over here, we're going to stop. We're going to go at a good distance along that skull shape. So right about here. We'll stop there. And we're going to have our first hair. So the first hair is going to go out a good distance and it's going to stop right over here. A good angle. See that angle off of the ear? It'll stop right there. The second one is going to go in a little bit further, but it's going to stop right about here. And the last one is going to cut in. Okay. And I actually forgot to do the neck. We'll just save that. Actually, we'll do it right now. So the neck is going to bulge out. It's going to go past the chin. I made this a little bit too wide, but that's okay. The traps are going to start about the chin line. Not this chin line, but the one above it. And the chin, we're going to go a little bit below where the neck stops, and that's going to form our collarbone. All right, now for the hair. The first one is going to go a little bit far up, almost in a vertical line. And when this comes down, imagine this angle over here. So when it comes down, it stops over here, and the second piece takes over. And again, imagine the skull line. So right about here, I want to go a little bit past that, and that's where this piece is going to stop. And again, right outside of the ear, stay around here is where we want the next piece to stop. That might have been a bit much. That's okay. And the last piece, all right, so all that's left is for us to erase some of this stuff. We're also going to finish inking this last bit over here. By the way, the reason I did the first draft in pencil is because we were going to draw over some of this stuff with the hair. So we have to make sure that we can erase that, in case you were wondering. All right, so just a few more details we're gonna add to finish up our drawing. The details for the ears is gonna form a bit of an S symbol, just to keep things simple. And on the face, we're gonna add some details under the eyes, just 3 lines, almost horizontal with each other. 1, 2, 3, and on the other side, 1, 2, 3. And that's it. We're done. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped, and stay tuned for our next video.